Have you ever noticed? Some people walk into a room and instantly grab attention. They are not the most intelligent, not the most handsome, but still, people listen to them, feel their presence. And some people, despite being very talented, get lost in the crowd. Why? The difference is not just knowledge. The difference is communication. Because in this world, before people know what you know, they feel how you express yourself. Your voice, your eyes, your confidence, your words, all of it together decides whether the world will ignore you or remember you. Maybe it has happened to you too. In an interview, you knew all the answers, but the words got stuck. In class, you had the idea but didn't have the courage to raise your hand. You liked someone but never managed to say it. And slowly you convinced yourself, I am not a good speaker. But what is the truth? Communication is not a talent, it is a skill. And like every skill, it can be learned. In this audiobook, you will not just learn to speak. You will learn to emotionally connect with people, build confidence, create influence, and bring that power to your voice that goes not into people's minds but straight into their hearts. Chapter 1. The real power of communication. The most dangerous person in this world is not the one with the most knowledge. The most dangerous person is the one who knows how to get their message into people's hearts and minds. Think how many people are there in this world who are less talented than you, less intelligent yet more successful. Why? Because they learned one skill: communication. Communication is not just speaking. It is the power that turns strangers into followers, turns ideas into movements, and turns an ordinary person into an unforgettable one. Inside you right now are thousands of thoughts, some dreams, some fears, some emotions. But the problem is, if you can't express them the right way, the world will never know how much potential is hidden inside you. Reality is brutal. People don't read your heart. They don't understand your intentions. They only judge what you show on the outside. Your voice, your confidence, your expression, this becomes your identity. Chapter 2. The science of communication. Your life is not only determined by what you think, it is determined by how the world perceives you. And perception is not built only through words. Communication research says if your words say one thing but your body says another, people will trust your body language, not your words. Why? Because humans detect emotions before words. So how you speak matters more than what you speak. One body language. Imagine two people walking into a room. First person, slouched shoulders, eyes down, hands in pockets, insecurity on the face. Second person, straight posture, calm face, slow walk, stable eye contact. Neither has spoken a single word yet, but you have already decided who is confident. Your body starts speaking before your voice arrives. If you make yourself look small, the world will treat you small. But when you stand confidently, respect begins to form even without words. If your body language silently says, please judge me positively, the world instantly detects weakness. So next time, keep shoulders straight, head up, don't hide your hands, reduce unnecessary movements, use stable gestures. Because confidence is first born in the body, then heard in the voice. 2. Voice tone. Your voice is not just sound. It carries emotion, fear, certainty, confidence, desperation. All of it is heard in the voice. If you speak very fast, people subconsciously feel you are nervous, seeking approval, not fully confident in your own words. If you speak monotone, same pitch, same speed, your words feel emotionless. People can't connect. But powerful communicators master one thing: pauses. Because silence is not weakness. Silence is control. When you pause after an important line, the other person feels your words. Remember, speaking fast is not intelligence. Clarity is real power. And clarity always belongs to the calm. 3. Eye contact. Eyes say what words never can. When you look into someone's eyes while speaking, you silently communicate 3 things. I am confident, I am honest, I am present. Natural eye contact, hold for a few seconds, then naturally break, then reconnect. This balance creates trust. For listening skills, Good communicators are not just good speakers. They are dangerously good listeners, because they know every person has a silent desire. Someone should understand me. When you genuinely listen, trust builds, walls fall. Chapter 3. Common communication mistakes. Many people think their life lacks confidence, but the truth? Their life lacks awareness. Because unknowingly, they repeat communication mistakes every day that slowly weaken their personality. And the most dangerous part, they don't even realize it. Mistake 1: speaking too fast. Nervous people often speak very fast. Why? Fear of judgment, fear of rejection, fear of awkward silence. They think, let me just finish quickly. But reality is brutal. When you speak too fast, your words don't sound powerful. They sound desperate. And desperation destroys respect. Powerful people don't rush. They speak with control. Their words don't run, they create impact. So next time, speak slowly, take a breath, give words space, and most importantly, don't be afraid of silence. Weak people are uncomfortable with silence. Strong people control it. Mistake 2: weak confidence language. Some people surrender before their sentence even begins. Their language secretly reveals insecurity. Maybe I think. I don't know, I could be wrong. If you don't trust your own words, why would the world? Weak language creates a weak image. Change your words. Replace I think with in my view. Replace maybe with it's possible. Small shifts, massive psychological impact. Confidence is not always loud, but clarity is always confident. Mistake 3: interrupting. Today, people listen less and cut off more. Why? Everyone wants to prove I am smarter. But communication is not debate, it is connection. When you interrupt someone, they instantly become defensive. They feel their words don't matter. Trust starts decreasing immediately. Powerful communicators don't dominate. They understand. Mistake for over-explaining. Insecure people over-explain and over-justify so much that their main point gets lost. Not every statement needs to be proven. Strong communicators are concise. Fewer words, more clarity. Because the person who is confident in themselves doesn't need to defend every sentence. And perhaps the most brutal truth of communication: people don't just judge your words. They judge your energy, your confidence, your self-worth. Chapter 4. Powerful communication techniques. Victory in communication doesn't belong to the person who speaks the most. It belongs to the person who knows how to make people feel. This is the difference between average communicators and unforgettable ones. 1. The pause technique. The thing nervous people fear, powerful people use it. When you speak without stopping, your words become background noise. But when you pause after an important line, the other person is forced to think. Remember, pause is not weakness. Pause is control. And the person who controls silence controls the conversation. 2. Storytelling method. Facts give people information, but stories give emotion. You might forget all the points of a motivational speech, but a powerful story stays for years. Why? Because humans connect more through emotion than logic. If you only give facts, people will listen. But if you tell a story, people will feel. And people remember what they have felt. So next time, don't just give advice. Share an experience. Tell a story. The human brain is wired for stories. 3. Mirror effect. A dangerous psychological technique, the mirror effect. People naturally like those who feel similar in energy. If the other person is calm and you are overexcited, disconnection will happen. But if you subtly mirror their tone, their speed, their energy, their subconscious mind feels, this person understands me. But remember, don't copy. Mirror. The difference is enormous. 4. Name repetition psychology. What is the sweetest word in the world for every person? Their own name. When you use someone's name in conversation, an instant personal connection forms. Rahul, your point is interesting. Now the other person doesn't feel like just part of the crowd. They feel seen. They feel important. Remember, people love people who make them feel valued. 5. Active listening. When someone is speaking, nod. Give short responses. Ask clarifying questions. These small things silently say, I am listening. I care. You matter. In the end, people don't remember the person who spoke the most. They remember the person who made them feel most understood. Chapter 5. Special section for introverts. If you are an introvert, life has probably misunderstood you many times. People have said, "You are too quiet. Speak more openly. Why are you so silent?" And slowly you started comparing yourself to people who were loud, funny, center of attention. But understand one thing: forever being loud is not being powerful. Many of the world's most influential people were naturally introverts. Why? Because introverts have a rare quality observation. While others are just talking, introverts are noticing, reading energy, understanding emotions, observing patterns. And this is what makes them deep communicators. You don't need to speak the most in any room. You just need one thing when you speak. People should listen. Speak less, but speak with clarity. Speak slowly, but speak with certainty. Because a calm voice is more powerful than chaotic energy. And listen carefully, silence is not weakness. Weakness is stopping yourself because of fear, suppressing your own voice because of fear. Many introverts have brilliant ideas, but they don't speak. And the world never finds out what potential was inside them. That is the most painful thing. Quiet confidence is rare, and rare things are always valuable. When a calm person speaks with confidence, people naturally listen, because their energy is not desperate, it is grounded. Chapter 6. 7-Day Communication Challenge. Knowledge heard doesn't change life. Action does. So for the next 7 days, day 1, mirror practice: speak for 5 minutes in front of the mirror. Day 2, eye contact challenge. Maintain better eye contact in every conversation. Day 3, slow down, deliberately speak slower. Day 4, listen. Without interrupting, give one person complete attention. Day 5, tell a story. Tell a short story to someone with feeling. Day 6, record your voice honestly, observe your speed, tone, and clarity. Day 7, talk to a stranger, start one small conversation. Your new personality is waiting outside your old comfort zone. The day you start speaking despite the fear, communication will no longer be just a skill. It will become your identity. Write in the comments, "My voice matters." Subscribe to One Book.